The humanitarian challenges we face today in Latin America and the Caribbean are unprecedented. 80% of the population now live in cities, and as settings shift from rural to urban, the gap between the haves and the have-nots widens. Gender inequalities, lack of habitable environments, and urban violence further complicate our challenges and increase vulnerability. The need to adapt to the effects of climate change in this region of the world is also becoming evident. Cities play vital roles when dealing with disasters. They concentrate the economic, political, and administrative powers of nations. So what happens when, more and more, cities themselves are affected by disasters and crisis? All of these challenges present new and unique scenarios for us humanitarians in the Red Cross and Red Crescent movement. The way humanitarian action is financed is also changing. Donors are increasingly concerned with demonstrating value for money and ensuring accountability to people affected by disasters. New players are emerging and private sector funding is increasing. The focus on accountability is growing. So is the need to demonstrate impact. We need to better communicate the effectiveness of our work to donors and also to the people we are serving.
Conscients de ces défis, nous, Société nationale, de concert avec la Fédération et son secrétariat, nous reconnaissons qu'il nous faut réorienter notre travail.
Como tomadores de decisiones en nuestras sociedades nacionales, tenemos la responsabilidad de asegurar el apoyo al trabajo de nuestro voluntariado para que pueda servir a las personas vulnerables con las que estamos comprometidos.
National societies must continue to reach the most vulnerable communities, and we must be relevant. Our donor base must be diversified, and our methodologies must be reflective of effectiveness and accountability.
Dans certains cas, nous aurons besoin de changer nos méthodes de travail. Nous devons apprendre à coopérer avec toutes les parties prenantes.
This is where the Inter-American Framework for Action comes in. We now have a framework for regional and national strategic planning that seeks to guide our efforts in the Americas zone under the aspirations of Strategy 2020. The framework will harmonize our regional and national strategic priorities and will strengthen our network. Our framework is divided into 5 sections. Section 1 presents an overall context analysis of the Americas, examining key trends in human development, official development assistance, and development cooperation in general. Section 2 summarizes the review of the 18th Inter-American Plan, highlighting the most prevalent and pressing issues that affect the organizational development, strategic and operational positioning, and programming response of Red Cross societies in our region. Section 3 outlines our core principles and undertakings that will guide the Red Cross's work over the next 4 years, and suggests mechanisms to be used when implementing the 2012-2016 Inter-American Framework for Action. Section 4 comprises of a matrix built around the same planning architecture as Strategy 2020. It outlines the framework's 8 strategic directions, which respond to a specific sub-theme of Strategy 2020, and describes the enabling actions that form the common conceptual and methodological foundation of the framework. Section 5 presents a model for monitoring and reporting on the most significant change achieved by Red Cross national societies as they make progress in the framework's strategic directions and enabling actions. We have agreed to use the time between May 2012 and March 2013 as an adjustment period to align and harmonize our current national society plans, strategies, and priorities. During the last months of implementation, an evaluation will be conducted in order to develop further knowledge that will allow us to define the way forward beyond 2016.
L'harmonisation est le processus de mise en contexte du cadre d'action global avec la situation de notre société nationale ainsi que les réalités humanitaires. Il faut toujours se rappeler, mais toujours se rappeler que ce cadre n'est pas censé être rigide.
Each national society will notify their decision to the Federation, detailing the ways they adjust their existing strategy to be in harmony with the framework. Chances are your national society is already implementing the framework, and your strategic plans and actions already reflect what we agreed. However, maybe there are other things in the framework that can and should be included in your plans and priorities. During the Inter-American Conference in Haiti, a group of volunteers, directors and staff, together with the Federation Secretariat, validated the following matrices which are intended to be used by national societies to keep track of their progress towards implementation and harmonization. During the harmonization and implementation process, the Secretariat will play a support role and will focus on making sure the framework is known and understood, providing tools and advice, monitoring implementation progress, promoting synergies between national societies and external partners. And last but not least, your Federation's Zone Office will ensure that the learning that results from using the framework is shared. It will make sure that relevant information is collected and effectively disseminated, promoting systematic learning, training, knowledge sharing and communication.
Nous nous engageons à utiliser notre cadre d'action et la réalisation de notre engagement de Montruy comme guide pour notre réflexion stratégique et notre planification.
Estamos comprometidos a usar el marco de acción y a cumplir con el compromiso de Montruy como guías para nuestra manera de pensar y para nuestra planificación estratégica.
We need to meet today's most urgent humanitarian challenges, and so we invite national societies to share experiences and learning with each other in order to gain confidence, strength, and solidarity.
La fuerza de nuestra red es mayor que la suma de sus partes.
Unidos podemos seguir fortaleciendo a nuestros voluntarios y trabajar de la mano con los más vulnerables.
Estamos comprometidos y dispuestos a salvar vidas y cambiar mentalidades.